Hi, Tanna here with your Feel Good Friday message, and today I want to talk to you about Mercury in retrograde. And as I record this, Mercury is in retrograde right now. So if it's something that you're not familiar with, most people are these days. It happens 4 times a year for about 3 weeks, and it's a time when Mercury appears to be moving backwards around the sun. And it's a time when things can really get energetically wonky. And it's kind of interesting because if people don't know that it's in retrograde and they're like, what's going on? And you find out that it is, you're like, oh. So it's a time when there can be miscommunication, misunderstandings. It's not a good time to start new things. It's not a good time to take anything big on, like signing contracts, buying a home, buying a car, getting married. But it is a good time to finish things that maybe were started at one point may come to completion during retrograde. You also may find people from your past showing up during retrograde. It's kind of interesting when you notice these things and when you're aware of it for those 3 weeks and you're like, oh wow, look, this happened and that happened. Oh, okay, that's Mercury in retrograde. But it's not a bad thing. A lot of people think, oh my God, Mercury's in retrograde. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't need to be a bad thing. If you're aware of it, and you just notice how things are a little bit energetically off, then you can make sure to get yourself more stabilized energetically. You know, keep your vibration high, make sure you're feeling good, and just be aware of stuff that's going on, and then you will be fine through the whole thing. And in fact, it could be a great time of wonderful things coming to completion. People coming back that you have been wanting to reconnect with in your life. So if you look at it from that perspective, it can be very, very positive. But I just want you to be aware of it. And you can Google all the dates, because I'm not going to put specific dates on this video because I don't know when you're watching it. It could be the year I'm doing it, it could be another year, who knows. But you can Google dates of Mercury in retrograde for the current year online. Tons of websites have them. And, you know, if you're planning a vacation, look to see when Mercury is in retrograde. For example, this year Mercury is in retrograde over my husband's birthday. And I had his birthday plans set way before Mercury went into retrograde. So if you're going to plan a vacation, make sure you plan it before Mercury's in retrograde. And if you're on that vacation during retrograde, it's fine, as long as your plans are already set in place. But if you have a few little glitches here and there, just laugh it off like, oh, Mercury in retrograde, and don't worry about it. Just keep your vibe high, make sure you feel good, and you'll be fine. So it's just something I want you to be aware of. And I just want you to be aware that I'm so appreciative of you being here. And I love spending this time with you each week, and I'm so thankful that you're watching. Thank you for making a few minutes to spend with me. And if you do enjoy these videos, I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Forward to your family and friends if you think they might enjoy this. And if you would like to have these videos delivered straight to your inbox every Friday, you can jump on over to my website, tannamarshall.com, and get on the mailing list. And there's a free gift waiting for you there. So if you have any interesting experiences or stories from Mercury in retrograde, share them below. I would love to read them. I'm sure everybody else would too. You know what? I'll share one experience with you, just to give you an example. In the early 90s, I was looking for a new place to live, and a friend of mine lived in a really cute duplex, and the one next to him was available, and I wanted that unit. And Mercury was in retrograde, but I sent my application in with the check for the credit check to the owners, and it got lost in the mail. So I was like, oh, okay, no big surprise, Mercury's in retrograde. So I just did it again. They got it, I got the place. So just an example of, you know, little things can happen. Don't let it get to you. You'll be fine. It'll be over in 3 weeks. Make the best of it. Look for the good. Keep your vibes high, and you'll be fine. And with that, I want to wish you a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.